Accessibility settings. Accessibility settings.
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out of zip.
Hello everyone, it's the coach. Welcome to
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself in such superb physical condition and still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
Ready. 95-56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Breeze. That's caught at the 2. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. From 4 yards out. And the NFC has taken the early lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Spins past him. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a 1st down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the AFC in possession of the football to start quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Connor, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. There he goes, left side. Touchdown! James Conner, 51 yards. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now Breeze, maybe a free play. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle to the Texans' middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
Breeze now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and the last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then last year, Delaney Walker of the Titans, their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Rosa's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Gordon. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. Past the 20, and touchdown! Melvin Gordon, 61 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Throwing now is Mahomes, and that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Breeze. And he connects with Ertz. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Breeze now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Rosas good with the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. On first down, Mahomes going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. For the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top.
The NFC looking to rewrite.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On first down, Breeze. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
95-56, 95-56.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Adam Thielen. 48 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They run it here with Gordon. Continuing to fight for more. Darius Slay of Detroit in on the tackle. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, a Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal and a good thing to have it here in Orlando.
Now Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And down to the 27-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On second down now, it's Connor. Fights him off, and he spins through. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
He'll buy some time right, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They run with Connor, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now they'll throw with Mahomes, and he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Melvin Gordon. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the AFC able to cut it to within a score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Well, we looked at each other right when he flipped. Now Breeze on the bootleg. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The numbers for the NFC on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Breeze going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Fighting him off. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready, 25-56.
Back to throw. It's over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
NFC South to NFC South. Breeze to Julio Jones for a first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He's back to throw. Now Breeze wants the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside. Corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
The numbers for the NFC on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw, and a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw is Breeze. Now the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
Go.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. Car on the wrist. All in the wrist. Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. I'm in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch.